Okay, guys, look, I know that you're trying your best, but it's just not been good enough this year, I'm sorry. So we're going to have to make some changes. So if I read out your name, you can go home. Otherwise, if you can please form an orderly queue outside my office so that I can try and trade you. Okay. JJ Blade, Manny Machado. Okay, I'll be in my office. Hi guys, I'm Aussie Villain and welcome to Season 2, Episode 5 at the New York Yankees. And we have had our second mid-season rebuild of the year. We're at the All-Star break and, well, mostly down to this. We've lost 5 in a row. We've only won 5 games of 13 since last episode. And it had to change. It wasn't going well. And so a lot has changed. So let's start you on the catch-up of what's been going on. Let's get into these trades. So in order that they happened, the first man to leave was a very tough one for me. Pete Alonso has left. He's gone to the Diamondbacks. He just wasn't. I've never, ever got him to play for me. Yeah, I mean, he was batting .221. He's probably gone off to the Diamondbacks and is absolutely smashing it. But he wasn't getting on base. He wasn't particularly hitting home runs with any great regularity. So we binned him off. And in replace of him, we got ourselves a new catcher in Carson Kelly. I'm really excited. This guy is obviously a very good defensive catcher. He's got a little bit more about him with the bat as well. And, well, I think he will probably be our starting catcher from this point on. He is a good leader as well, so that's good. He's a personality class of captain. So there was a lot of positives to this trade. And we also managed to get ourselves another player in as well, because, you know, Alonso is just that good. So Mac Lemieux, I think is how you pronounce that. He has come in, a bullpen pitcher, good variety of pitches. He's a relatively good pitcher, 25, so he's younger as well. So if he does turn out good, he can sort of grow with us. He wasn't doing particularly well at the Diamondbacks. He's been unlucky with us. He's got a whip of 107 in 4 innings pitched, but an array of almost 6. But it's early days for him yet, obviously. So that's what we got for Alonso. The next trade. With Kelly coming in, we obviously at this point had too many catchers, so we sent Andrew Knapp off to the Padres. Or is it Nate? We don't have to worry anymore. It's definitely Knapp, I've been told. So he has, we've traded him away, and in place of him, we got in Brad Harris, who you'll notice is no longer with us. But that's who we got in. This was sort of to cover first base a little bit and still have some power in the lineup, just try something different. But don't worry about him because he didn't last long. And also we got in someone who I think will be around for a little while in Mason Fox, a 25-year-old. He's a little bit like Kasowski, to be honest, but he was playing Double-A at San Diego. We've got him playing Triple-A now, and he will be one probably more for next season or beyond than this season. But yeah, I think he could. I mean, it's a bit of a punt, obviously, but I think he could be. That's a punt, but I think he could be okay. All right, next up. We got rid of Castellanos. We sent him off to the, where'd he go, to the Cubs. We had to keep 70% of his salary. And in place of him, we got this guy, who obviously is an American, so I just released him instantly. But it was cheaper to do this than to release Castellanos. So that's what I've done. Is it morally correct? He didn't play for us. So we're right in the realms of, he never shows up as being a Yankee. So I think it's okay. But yeah. That's how we got rid of Castellanos anyway. One trade that we did do that I don't think we won't see this year, and this is not someone we would have heard of, but we traded Jalen Fullwood. He was a decent outfielder, but we do have a lot of outfielders, so we traded him to the Rangers, and in place of him, we got in Marcelo Mayer. Now, a shortstop, he could be anywhere in the infield, really. If you look at his ratings, he can literally play anywhere. So we'll sort of stick with him as a shortstop for now. He's the number 15 prospect. He's only 19, but he's potentially a good bat as well. Like I say, we won't see him this season, but one for the future. So if we are still around trying to do this, we do need to try and build the farm system up a little bit, get some prospects in there. So this was an attempt to do that. Next up, a big one, Blake Snell. I ran out of patience with him. He wasn't pitching well for us, was he? So we binned him off. He's gone off to the Reds. And in place of him, we've got Tyler Mahle, is it? I'm not quite sure how you would say that. I'm assuming Mahle. So he has come in, in theory, a similar sort of pitcher to Snell. Hopefully, well, he's a little bit cheaper. He's a lot cheaper. Hopefully, he will actually do a good job for us. So, yeah, he has come in as well. Next up, it was the Brad Harris trade. So we sent him, as we know, he didn't last long. He's gone off to the Angels, and in place of him, we've got our new infielder, David Fletcher. Now, I think he could do really, really well for us. He's obviously an elite second baseman defensively. Not much power in there, but certainly someone who could bat at the top of the order. Good contact, avoid strikeouts. So yeah, hopefully, again, we've got ourselves a good infielder here. Only 28 as well, so he's well in his prime. So hopefully we'll see good of him. We're not done yet. There is one more trade, and to be honest, this is a little bit of a not one for right now, but we traded off Carl Chester. Again, he's a decent center fielder, not a great bat, but we have so many outfielders in the whole system. We sort of lack anywhere but outfield. If we could just have a team of outfielders, we'd be fine. So anyway, we traded him off to the Royals. And we got in left-hand pitcher Chris Babbage. Now, I'm thinking here that, he can be a starter. We know that we're a little bit short of starters. So my hope here is that he will, at some point, become a useful sort of 4 or 5 man in the rotation, if not just in the bullpen. He hasn't done great in the majors so far with Kansas City. We've got him down in AAA. He's only 24. He may have been caught up maybe a little bit too soon by the Royals, but we'll see how he gets on. He didn't really cost us anything, so I think that is a fairly good trade for us. So that is everything. Now, as I said, Gerrit Cole has come back from injury. He's not come back as good as we remember him by a long shot, but he is someone that is not worth $36 million. I tried to trade him. It wasn't happening. Would you believe it? No one wants to take on a $36 million salary for this guy. So we're stuck with him for the foreseeable future. And it's a good thing he did come back from injury. Of course, we've lost Josh James. And he was doing okay for us as well. Not brilliant, but not too bad. But he's ruptured his ulnar cruciate ligament. He's out for the rest of the year. He's out for 10 months basically. And now we sort of wait in fear of exactly what these attributes are going to look like when he comes back. So we're just having absolutely no luck right now whatsoever when it comes to pitching. So if we have a look where this leaves us now, basically with the pitching side of things, there's 3 changes effectively that have happened. So Mayer has come into the starting rotation for Snell. We've also had Cole come in for James. It's just basically a direct change. And the other one is Lemieux has come into the team, and Jackson, who we saw briefly in the lineup, he has gone off to back to AAA. We do have Nick Nelson in the starting rotation now, as we just try and find somebody who can pitch in there for us. He has come into there to basically replace Bellick, who's gone back into the bullpen. The other change we've made is Jordan Hicks is now the closer, and Cannibal has moved into a setup role. His ERA, you can see there, it's just under 5 really. He wasn't effective enough as a closer, so we'll remove that responsibility of him. And Hicks, we can see, although his FIP is higher than Cannibal's right now, he's getting the job done. So we'll go look at that ERA plus. So we'll go with that. So that's how the pitching side of things look. We go and have a quick look over at the hitting side of things. Despite all the trades, it's actually not too different. Basically, Kelly has come in for Knapp. That's a direct swap, and Fletcher has come in for Alonso. DJ will now be our first baseman. He is actually a very, very good defensive first baseman. So he'll come in and play there. Fletcher will play second. Machado will play third. And Horner, we're going to move him as sort of the starting shortstop now. And that'll leave Alamas as sort of a defensive option, backup option, whatever you want to call it. So that is should have strengthened our lineup in terms of batting as well. So that's where we sit. We look at the home screen, we can see everything there. We are a long way, we've already seen the standings, we're a long way back of the Rays at this point, and just hanging on ahead of the Red Sox, and we're actually outside the wild card right now, which is obviously a problem. We go and have a quick look, catch up at where we are. Oh no, we left off here, didn't we? We left off with that loss against the Rays. We then went and played Texas. We won 2 of 4 against them. Now, I think it was game 4 here. Was it game 4? Nico Horner hit for the cycle. We can see there a double, a triple, a home run, and obviously a single as well. So well done, Nico. That's really good in a solid win there for us. We then played Miami. We won 2 of 3 against them. We won 1 game against the Angels, and then we lost the rest of that series and got swept in Seattle. Fantastic. Now, there's a lot to catch up on this episode, isn't there? Let's have a look at the players that we had, of course, a player draft here on the 11th. And I haven't negotiated yet, so I had an easy way to find them. So these are our top picks. First up, we went with a shortstop in Gabe Springer. This was sort of a scouting director recommendation. Again, I think we just need the sort of these sorts of players, infield players in the system. So he was our first pick. Second pick was a starting pitcher. This was my pick, to be honest. I sort of overrode the scouting director on this one. You can never have too many good, promising starting pitchers, can you? So he's come in, and hopefully he'll develop a little bit close to the OSA ratings, maybe, please. But yeah, borderline starter. You can never have too many good pitchers. Next up was a catch-up. We got in Luke Heyman. We'll wait and see what becomes of him. And to be honest, it wasn't a fantastic draft. There was very little in terms of potential that was there. So this is our next pick, another sort of middle infielder. We'll see what happens with him. And then we go down to Lucas Kelly, a third baseman. Again, yeah, hopefully he improves. And the final sort of major pick before we start getting down to the most likely not sort of players was Will Hardy, a left fielder, though he can sort of play right field. He can play anywhere, I would imagine. Let's have a look at his ratings, actually. He's not the best defensive player. But anyway, we'll wait and see what happens with him. That is that. Now, I just want to get to this game against the Rays. We're going to also check in on the All-Star game. All right, so let's start with the voting. This is how the voting finished off. We did have the DJ second among second basemen. Manny Machado was second among third basemen. And if we go all the way down, Randy Arizona, who I know everybody's got a good laugh out of. Tauchman was third amongst center fielders. And then we did have Kluber up there in the voting amongst starting pitchers, and that was about that. The end of, we've got Carson Kelly, who was obviously not a Yankee at the time, but he was second there amongst catchers in the National League. And we can sort of go down there and see how all the voting ended up there. Corey Seager, who of course was with us last season. I don't really understand the point of the voting, because if we go and have a look at the actual teams that were announced, it seemed to have very little to do with what the voting said. But anyway, Kluber got called up despite being injured, so that's another All-Star appearance for him. And the only other Yankees that were picked, I believe, was Manny Machado. I don't think there was anybody else that went. So it's sort of, despite being second in our division, it kind of does sum up, we're not doing well. We seem to be pulling out results rather than actually playing well and earning them. And we can see the National League side there. I did post this to the Discord earlier today. There's a link to that down in the description. So if you want to have a bit of a longer look, by all means, go and check that out there, or just give it a pause now. And then the game itself. That's the Rising Stars game. Stanton was second in the home run derby, so that's annoying. He hasn't had a great year at the Angels. I don't regret trading him by any means. He's pretty much doing what he did with us, but he just doesn't do it enough, does he? But anyway, the actual game, this is where we're just sort of trading up a storm. Let's have a look here. As I said, we didn't have too many players involved, but the ones that didn't do too much. American League, where are we here? We had Manny Machado. There he is there. Actually, he did okay, didn't he? 2 for 2. Did he hit a home run? He did hit a home run. So Manny Machado doing what Manny Machado does. And then if we go and have a look at the pitching, obviously Kluber wasn't involved, so he didn't pitch. And that was it. That was the Yankees All-Star game. All right, finally, let's go and have a look at these lineups, see if we can get some revenge with the new New York Yankees against the Tampa Bay Rays. All right, and this is it. The matchups don't look that much better for us, do they? A bit of a change in the order. It's Nico Horner leading us off. He's going to be shortstop. JJ Bleday bats second in left field. DJ moves down the order a little bit. He bats 3 at first base. It is Machado now cleaning up at third base. Joey Gallo, the right fielder, bats 5. It is Fletcher at second base batting 6. Chase McCormick, he bats 7, a designated hitter. Tauchman moves down to 8 in center field. Carson Kelly, the new catcher, he bats 9. It's Gerrit Cole on the mound for us today. We're up against Tyler Glasnow, who unfortunately we saw last episode. Let's see what Gerrit Cole can do with him, though. And welcome to Yankee Stadium. Cole versus Randy Arizona. And, we need to start turning our season around now, don't we? It's not been a great... We seem to be getting worse the longer the season goes, to be honest. Yeah, and we're not helped at all as Gerrit Cole starts things off with a strikeout. Nicely done. We're really not being helped with injuries to pitchers. Obviously, we've lost now Kluber and Josh James. Snell, I just think, had to go. Give me your feedback on the trades. I do think we are, well, in theory, I think we are a better team now. DJ not making a good first impression at first base there, is he? Or was it? No, it was Fletcher with a wild throw. You're supposed to be a good... sometimes you just want to... That should do it. Joey Gallo's out there, and that will end the first. We don't pay a price for the error. And Nico Hoerner will lead us off, batting .291 this season. It's a full count, and let's see if he can start us off. The reason we've made the change, it's more of a left-handed, right-handed thing, as Hoerner does get a walk. Hoerner just does a little bit better against lefties than DJ does, so that's why we've made the change. JJ comes in batting .304, 3-1. He pops that up. It'll keep Nico at first, and that'll be one away. DJ will come to the plate now, batting .299. DJ, oh, he's hit that well, but straight to left field, and that'll be two away now. It'll bring Manny Machado to the plate, batting .296. A full count. He walks, and Joey Gallo will come up. He's batting .215. On-base percentage is much, much better than that, though. And Joey Gallo has sent that into the fans, and it's 3-0 to the Yankees. There we go, 439 feet, a 12th home run of the season for Joey Gallo. And with one swing of the bat, we've scored 3 runs. David Fletcher will come in now, a first at bat for the Yankees. He's batting .288 this season from the time at the Angels. He strikes out there, ends the first, but we have gone 3-0 up in this one. Cole will face Mayer. He's batting .273 this season. He is in a hot streak, a 2-0 pitch, and that should be caught by Gallo. It is, and it's one away. It'll bring in Ji-Man Choi now, who's batting .255 this season. A first pitch swing. He pops that up. JJ goes back in left field. It's staying in, and it is caught. 2 away. Positive start this. Willie Adams. .283, he's batting a 1-2 pitch, and that is 3-1. Absolutely crushed. 379 feet. And I think that might be Gerrit Cole, so the lack of movement, just general degradation that may have led to that. It brings in Kaimea now, who's batting .213 this season. Another 1-2 pitch. This time it ends in a strikeout, and we'll go and have a bat for the second time. With a 3-1 lead now. Chase McCormack to lead us off, batting .265. A 1-2 pitch on him, and McCormick pops that up, and it'll be caught at second base for 1 away. Tauchman now, batting .275. An 0-2 pitch. Come on, Mikey. Tauchman strikes out on 3 pitches. First look now at Carson Kelly, batting .251 this season, though most of that was not with the Yankees. We did get him in just before the All-Star break. He grounds that to second base, and that'll end the second innings for us. Nothing there. We do have that 3-1 lead, though. Margot comes up, batting .290 and in a slump. A 2-2 pitch, and Gerrit Cole takes care of him. Arizona now. Randy Arizona 0 for 1 today. A 1-2 pitch. Another strikeout. All right, this is flashbacks to Gerrit Cole of old. Lowe now 0 for 1 comes in. A 1-2 pitch on him, and that is popped up. JJ's there, and that should end the top of the third. It does. And we'll go and have a bat with the top of the order coming up. Nico Hoerner now. Walked last time up. Is he going to walk again? He does. Oh, we've got a new treadmill. It is JJ, 0 for 1. A full count. JJ, oh, not a double play. Run, JJ. It is just 1. And DJ comes up. He is 0 for 1 today as well. He takes an 0-1 pitch, and that will be a double play. And that ends the third. Nothing there for us despite Hoerner's walk, and it will bring Franco to the plate. He is 0 for 1 today. A 2-2 pitch. And that is a ground ball to Fletcher. This time he does find the first baseman's glove, and that is 1 away. Austin Meadows now, who's 0 for 1. A 3-1 pitch. Gerrit Cole issues a walk. Tying run will come to the plate. It's Mayer. He's 0 for 1 today. A 2-2 pitch. And that ends in a strikeout as well. And it's Choi coming up now, who is also 0 for 1. And that is a bit of a loose one. Gets away from Kelly. Runner goes to second. And it's a full count all of a sudden. 2 out with the man at second. And it ends in a strikeout again. And Gerrit Cole is doing quite well, isn't he? Manny Machado. Now, since, maybe not since last episode, but certainly this last month or so, he's got his 1500th career hit. And he takes a 2-1 pitch there and adds another one. So well done, Manny Machado, on that little milestone. Joey Gallo, who, of course, hit the 3-run home run last time up. This time he walks. 2 on, no one out for Fletcher. He's 0 for 1. Can he make himself a Yankees hero? Not like that, he can't. That is just 1. So we have runners at the corners now as Machado goes over to third. And it's Chase McCormack with a chance to extend this lead. A 3-1 pitch. And McCormack, has he sent it into the stands? It is! No, it's caught. But it will allow Machado to tag up and score. It's 4-1. McCormack with a sac fly. And Mike Tauchman now with 2 out, 1 on. A 3-0 pitch. He walks. 2 out, 2 on. And it's going to be Carson Kelly. And, well, now can he make himself a Yankees hero? Not like that, he can't. And that will end the 4th. But we do have the run. We've scored 4 runs on 2 hits. That's efficiency, isn't it? And it is Willie Adams coming back up. He hit a home run last time up, of course. First pitch swing this time. Grounded to DJ. Gerrit Cole covers the base. And that's 1 away. Kevin Kaimea now, who's 0 for 1. A 1-0. Oh, no, that's going to drop in. Joey Gallo's there, and that'll be 2 away. I tell you, only 63 pitches thrown here for Cole. He's getting through his work, isn't he? Margot. He strikes out on 3 pitches, and that'll end the top of the 5th. And if this is the Gerrit Cole we're going to get this season, I think we'll all be okay with it, won't we? Nico Horner, who has walked twice so far today. And then he gets himself a 1-2 pitch into right field for a leadoff single. Excellent work from Nico Horner today. JJ Bleday, who's 0 for 2. A 1-0. Bleday, is that going to get out? No, it's going to drop in again, and Horner will stay at first. DJ comes in. He's 0 for 2. A 3-0 pitch. Get yourself on base here, DJ. He does. 2 on, 1 out. It is Machado to the plate. He is 1 for 1. An 0-2. Gets away from the catcher. Runners will go to second and third. And Machado now with a big opportunity to drive in some runs. And instead he watches strike 3. It'll bring Joey Gallo to the plate. He is, of course, a 3-run home run already today. And now with a second walk to load the bases with 2 out. Glass now is having a really off day, isn't he? We need to capitalize on this. And it's David Fletcher who's 0 for 2 with a chance to do just that. He does it. He strikes out. Leaves the bases loaded. And we'll go to the 6th. Gerrit Cole versus Randy Arizona. He's 0 for 2. It's a 3-0 pitch. And he walks him on 4 pitches. Not ideal for Brandon Lowe, who's 0 for 2. A 1-2 pitch. There's a strikeout for Cole. Oh, it's good to have you back, mate. Franco now, who's 0 for 2. A first pitch swing. There goes the runner. Can Kelly nail him? No, he can't. And the runner will go to second. A 2-0 pitch now. That is a ground ball. Fletcher over to DJ. They've got their own song now, aren't they? Better understanding. 2 away with the man going to third. Austin Meadows, who's 0 for 1. A first pitch swing. Austin Meadows, that's a ground ball. That should be out at first. It is. The run does not score. And we'll go and have a bat for the 6th time. Zach McAllister is the new man on the mound. He's going to face McCormick, who got the sac fly last time up. It's a 1-0 pitch. And McCormick has, almost got it through there, but shortstop has it. Over to first, 1 away. Mike Tauchman, who's 0 for 1. A 1-0. Tauchman, he has got it lined straight to shortstop this time. And it'll bring Carson Kelly to the plate, who's 0 for 2. Another 1-0 pitch. Carson Kelly pops it up. And that'll end the 6th. That was very quick, wasn't it? That'll end the 6th. We'll go into the 7th. Does Cole continue? He does to Mayer, who is 0 for 2. He pops up the 0-1. That'll be caught by JJ. And that'll be 1 away. Cole now to face Choi, who's 0 for 2. A 1-2 pitch. Cole with another strikeout. 9 now he has. That's 2 away. Adams even comes in. He's hit the home run, but not done much else. That'll be out at first, assuming that Cole makes the play. He does. And we'll stretch. Only 4 hits in the game, but we've had 5 runs. So that tells you something, doesn't it? Nico Hoerner to lead us off. He's 1 for 1 with the 2 walks as well. It's an 0-2 pitch. And he's popped that up, and that'll be 1 away. Let's see what JJ can do. Not had a great day. 0 for 3 for him so far. A first pitch swing. JJ's hit that well. Is it going to leave? It is! Caught at the fence. 2 away for DJ, who's 0 for 2. A 2-1 pitch. DJ gets it into right field. That's going. Oh, is that caught as well? What a catch that was. Robbed. And we'll go into the 8th. Cole to Kaimea, who is 0 for 2. A full count. And a walk. Cole to Margot now, who's 0 for 2. A 1-2 pitch. That could be a double. There's 1. There's 2. And some excellent work there. Machado to Fletcher to DJ. And it's Randy Arizona now, who's 0 for 2. With 2 out and no one on. A 1-0 pitch. And that is getting past Nico Hoerner at shortstop. And that is now a 2-out single. And that'll do it for Cole. I'll tell you what a performance that was, coming back from injury. 7.2 innings, 1 run, 2 hits. Matt Crook will come on now, our left-handed bullpen pitcher. He's going to face Lowe. It's a 1-1 pitch, and that should be that. And we are 3 outs away from a quite good win against the Rays. Machado will lead us off, 1 for 2. Haven't been brilliant with the bat, have we? Only 3 hits. But defensively, quite good. Joey Gallo, who was responsible for 3 of the 4 runs. A full count. Joey Gallo pops up what looked a little bit like ball 4. And that'll be 2 away, and it'll be Fletcher, who's 0 for 3. A first pitch swing. Fletcher gets it through, and he has a first hit as a Yankee. A 2-out single from Fletch. And it will be McCormack to face the new man, Oliver Drake, on the mound. And let's see if McCormack, who is 0 for 2 today, though with a sac fly, can keep this innings going for us. It's a 2-2 pitch. And McCormack has popped it up. And that'll end the 8th. We'll go into the 9th. Will we get to see Hicks coming out to try and close it? We will. Hicks versus Franco, who is 0 for 3 today. It's a 1-1 pitch from Jordan Hicks. And that is staying in. It'll be caught out there by Tauchman, and that'll be 1 away. Austin Meadows now comes in. He's 0 for 2 today. A full count. Hicks issues the walk. Mayer 0 for 3. A 2-2 pitch. There's a strikeout for Jordan Hicks. We're 1 out away. It's Ji-Man Choi. He's 0 for 3. It's a 1-2 pitch. Jordan Hicks wins the game, and we have beaten the Rays. That's a good performance. So there might be life in the old dog yet. Gerrit Cole, what a starting performance that was from him. And, well, absolutely brilliant. Really, really happy with how he did. And like I say, the bats maybe weren't quite there for us today. But if we can keep defending like that, I think we're good enough with the bat in our hand now that the results will start to come. But let me know what you guys think of that. I'm quite pleased. But that'll do it for today. If you've enjoyed that, hit thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new. And of course, let me know what you think of all the trades that we've done. We've done a few. We have done a few. So we'll hopefully see a benefit of that. Now, where do we come back? Let's come back. How far ahead do we want to get here? Where are we now? We're sort of mid-July. So we want to come back mid-ish August. Let's go to Comerica, shall we? My old stomping ground. Let's come back for that. It'll be the game 3 of a 3-game series against the Tigers. And we'll hopefully... Well, I can only trade for another week or so. So we should have roughly the same team for that one. Until next time, guys. Take care.